Ilus stock, let's look at the accounts receivable. I was doing a little bit of more in-depth research into what their numbers are in terms of what they are owed for their goods, for their products that they put out there. So accounts receivable, you'll notice Q4 2022, 60.69 million. Q1 2023, 77.87 million. So it keeps increasing quarter over quarter, right? Quarter 2 2023, 88 million. Quarter 3 2023, 100 million in total receivables. So clearly they're getting product out there, but the question is, why aren't they letting us know what subsidiary is getting that who's making the most money? What subsidiary is getting these big numbers? Clearly clearly they're selling. Clearly they're selling product. That's a lot of receivables. That's 100 that's 100 million. But unfortunately in Q1 of 2024, 26.61 million. So that was a nice little, what is it, 75%? That's a 75% drop in totals receivable, especially considering the fact that it kept increasing since Q4 2022. It kept going up, and now there was a huge drop. So again, what happened there? What company? What happened? Something must have happened here for this thing to keep rising quarter over quarter, have a nice little 100 million, and then drop to 26.61 in total receivables. So that's something that caught my eye. I was hoping that I was like, whoa, maybe I'm wrong here. Okay, no, I'm not wrong. They do have product. It's just, again, they don't communicate what we saw increasing numbers, but they don't communicate. They don't communicate and let us know which company, which subsidiary is getting all these big sales clearly. And then this massive drop went unexplained as well, unless you know something I don't. Why did we get such a massive drop here? From 100 million to 26. That's a big drop in total receivables. And total inventory as well. Let's look at inventory. Inventory, well, that is interesting to know as well. Inventory, you'll notice they had inventory at 67 million, quarter 4 2022. 54 million dropped, then it dropped again to 49, then it dropped to 46. So total inventory has been decreasing quarter over quarter, and then you look at Q1 2024 and their total inventory is sitting at 2.4 million. That is a huge and enormous decrease from 67 million to 2.4 million. So not only in quarter 1 2024, not only did they have significantly less inventory, but they also have a significant decrease in total receivables. So you guys make what you want of that, but that is it's this next upcoming Q. It's going to be very interesting to see what happens to those two numbers, the total receivables for that quarter and the inventory. That is a huge decrease in inventory. And for liability, short-term debt, they've decreased that to 9 million. So that's nice. That's a nice decrease. We do want to see a decrease in debt. Accounts payable, 10 million. Yeah, there was a decrease here from 60 million to 10 million. Which I don't know. I don't think it's probably not a good thing. I'm going to assume that's not a good thing. If we're seeing accounts receivable would drop as much as it did in accounts payable. What happened that there was just such a massive drop? Is it because they dropped the defense side of things? Other current liabilities dropped from 77 to 3.22 million. You know, their total current liabilities did go down from 39 to 19, so they essentially halved it, which is nice. You know, who doesn't like seeing liabilities go down if their assets are growing? And in terms of equity, 65 last quarter versus This previous quarter is 37.32. So if they were to liquidate everything, you'd get shareholders would get a lot less, like almost half as much compared to this quarter here. Not that that would happen, I think. Total debt decreased, net debt decreased, and it has a book value per share of 2 cents. So we're sitting at what, double zero? I think we're at 0037 or 004. That's AATX. Where's Ilus? Yeah, even Ilus is sitting at 0037. So technically, you could say it's undervalued, sure, but there are some things here. Really, the lack of communication is the big one, but also, man, what happened to the total receivable dropping so much, and the inventory? Like they only have 2.4 million in inventory. They have some nice charts here. Okay, I think that's it for the video. I was just looking at these other numbers. Usually, I just look at total assets and liabilities and go, "Oh, it looks good," but when you dig a little deeper, you get to see some numbers that are like, huh, your your account receivables dropped so much, but you would want to see that climb. You would want to see that climb because if we switch over to what is it, SoundHound? Let's look at SoundHound real quick. I just want to show you an example. No, I don't want to look at SoundHound's chart, but let me see if I can pull it up. Sound. Oh, there it is. Okay, so for example, balance sheet, we go to total assets, and you look at the accounts receivable or total receivables, you'll notice it's been increasing every quarter. And then you go to liabilities, and their accounts payable has been increasing, which makes sense, right? If you think about it, if you're spending more money to make more money, it's your accounts payable and your receivables are going to go up. That's just it costs money to make money, right? So, and it's been increasing. So what I'm wondering is what caused Ilus to have such a massive drop in some of these numbers. Let me know what you think in the comments below. But technically, it is undervalued. But I don't. Without communication, we won't see much of share price movement. Total revenue, by the way, if you look at Ilus's Q1 2024 compared to the previous quarters, the total revenue dropped from 24 million to 4.19 million, an 88% drop in total revenue. Their cost of goods sold dropped. Their receivables dropped. Their inventory, they don't even have much inventory compared to the 60 million that they had. So that's what I'm saying. Like, what's going on there? What are they liquidating? Their gross profit massively decreased. They're definitely, where's the net income? Yeah, they're definitely not profitable. So we'll see if this next, like I said, this next Q, when that comes out, it's going to be very interesting to see if these numbers rise or if we're going to continue to come down or start going flat here. Because that is such a huge change here from 20 million to 30 million, 20 million again, 23 million, 24 million. Huge drop to 4.19, especially with their inventory being so low. Dropping that low. Anyways, this is just what I'm seeing here. What's the cash flow? Cash flow Q1 negative. Financing activities 10.3. Free cash flow negative 2.85 million. Whoa, their free cash flow. It went into the negative millions. Normally it was in the 605. 933K here, but it's in the positive though. So now they have negative free cash flow. Interesting. So yeah, it doesn't look good. Like at least for the first quarter of this year, it's not a good look overall. But if you know something I don't, let me know. Like why would the inventory drop so much, and why would the receivables drop just as much as well? This is essentially. Let me see if I can find the whiteboard. Do I have a whiteboard here? This is basically what happened here with Ilus. They're climbing, and then there was just a massive drop. So why was that? Why is that? Why did that happen? Anyways, these are just my thoughts. Like I said, maybe there's a reason why we're at 0038, and it's maybe more than just uh, the dilution isn't heavy. It's not. They're not diluting like AITX. AITX dilutes 333 million every single quarter on. Not every single quarter, every single month on average. Think about that for a second. 333 million. That is a lot. Iris, on the other hand, they dilute like 20 million here, 10 million here, 17 million here. It's not a lot compared to AITX. That's why you see Iris can move when it gets going on a catalyst. It can move sense because the shear structure just isn't as bad because they don't dilute as much as people think when you compare it at least to AITX. But let me see if I can pull up OTC markets. And let's go to ILIS real quick. Security details. So yeah, 3.5 billion in authorized shares, and you compare that to something that dilutes as much as 333 million every month on average. They dilute about 4 to 5 billion every. Yeah, I'm not kidding you guys. 4 to 5 billion every year, and it's increasing. So with this share structure, this stock will always continue to struggle to reach a higher share price as time goes by, whereas ILIS is fully capable of doing so. But they're not communicating, and it's very concerning when someone's inventory drops as much. Imagine having a ton of hot dogs to sell, and then for some reason the next quarter you have a lot less hot dogs like to sell. Like, wait, why did your inventory drop so much? If you make so much money off of your hot dogs, why the massive drop? There shouldn't it increase? So I don't know. I decided today. You know what? Let me look and see beyond just pointing at. Hey, look, the assets are bigger than the liabilities. Yay! Right? That's usually what I do. So I've been trying to go beyond that, but I'm still learning. Okay, I'm still learning. I'm not gonna pretend like I know everything. I'm not one of those people. Not when it comes to this. Not when it comes to reading those balance sheets. But I'm learning. So let me know what you think. Let me know if there's a reason why we saw such a huge drop for Q1 2024. Anyways, that is it for the video. As always, don't forget to like and subscribe. I will see you guys in the next one.